Hello and welcome to Fireside Chats at the Home Theater. I'm Beth Gilbert. In the midst of this COVID-19 crisis, everyone in our community is being affected one way or another. And so I thought a good way to help out would be to connect with some local leaders, see how they're handling the crisis right now, what they see for the future. And so I have with me today Peter Jacobson, who happens to also be my boss here at the Community Center. Peter, thanks for joining us.
Well, this is great, and thank you, Beth, for doing this.
Yeah, this is really interesting times.
What a great way to stay in touch with our community.
Right, our community. So tell me, what things have been done so far at the Community Center to help out? How have things changed? Let's start with that way.
Well, they've changed. We've gotten real quiet here. As we've been preparing for this for a number of weeks, we gradually were taking additional measures to prepare. We're following the advice and the direction of our public health officials. I really believe strongly that all of us, both personally as well as from an organizational standpoint, need to take our lead in this crisis from those experts in public health and the government. So we were preparing, and as of a week ago, Tuesday, we closed our doors. We didn't stop being a community center, but we did close our doors. So it's quiet here. We miss our members. We're missing our staff, and it's been difficult, but also in some ways I've learned a lot, and some things that have also been quite inspiring.
Yes, you've been learning a lot about our community center very quickly. Tell me what's being done on the fitness side to keep people engaged.
And that's what I've been really proud of. In the first few days after our closure, a small group of staff stayed on to really deal with communicating with our members and our theater patrons and handling some of that logistics. We're also using this as an opportunity this is a building has been here for 19 years. About 750 people come through the center side every year, and thousands of people through the theater. So sometimes it's been a challenge to keep the facility maintained as well as it could. So we're using this as an opportunity to really do deep cleaning and repairs, and I'm looking forward to the day when our members come back in and say, wow, the place looks really great. And then the third thing is really focusing on how to continue to be a community center in the midst of being a virtual community with social distancing. And that's probably been what's been most exciting and inspiring. We just enjoyed a concert with local legend Tim Egebraten, which was fantastic. That's going out this afternoon. I'm so proud of the staff over on our fitness side and their creativity and their inspiration to serve our members. They've been holding group fitness classes that have been viewed by hundreds of people, for classes for seniors. Our Engage program is connecting with seniors. They're playing bingo on Thursday afternoon through Zoom, and things like that just warm my heart. So we're, as a team, just committed to how can we create community in a community that has physical separation.
And do you know how somebody who maybe wants to join one of the virtual workout classes or the Engage bingo, how do they do that?
So the best thing to do, I'm seeing, is get information through our Facebook page, DLCCC, and lots of folks have been sharing it. So that's probably the best avenue, is to go through our Facebook page.
So on a personal note, I know there's you and your kids and your wife Ann, who's a minister. How have you guys been dealing with this crisis just on a daily basis at home when you wake up and have to face a new day?
And my family, I have 3 adult children that are spread out. I have a daughter who's a nurse in Sioux Falls, so thinking a lot about her. Son who works in higher education in Des Moines. He actually coordinates study abroad programs for a university. So he started working with bringing young adults back from China and Italy, about 6 weeks ago, and so was on the horizon. So I would say, first, on the thankful side, we're all healthy. There's some anxiousness in my family. There's some grief in my family, which I think is in place in probably every family. Yet there's also some resilience, and there's a spirit that I'm really proud of one, how can I help, and how can I help others that I'm seeing in my wife and kids. My wife, as a pastor, she's a visitation pastor, and she's probably visiting more people now than she ever has, but doing it through the phone, because there's an even greater need for visitation, and that's something that we all can do, is do visitation with friends and family, and just check in with people. So
Any last message of hope and inspiration
Yeah,
to
you
the
know,
community?
I'd love to, I've had the opportunity to sit in on some community-wide planning and preparation meetings led by Kelsey Clem, our city administrator, and it's been inspiring to me to see folks from law enforcement and healthcare and the whole gamut of our community. And I think about kind of the 3 C's that I'm really confident in the competence and the character of the leaders in our community, and it's been powerful to witness people coming together, and their competence is showing and their character is showing. We're fortunate to live in a community that has tremendous assets, and I was with a group of folks talking about how would you describe Detroit Lakes, and the words I was hearing were, positive, creative, generous, proactive, inviting, welcome. All those assets that we have going into this new world are going to be with us as we enter the new world into the future, and so that gives me a lot of confidence and hope for our community. So
Thank you.
thank you, Beth.
Thanks. Thank you so much for joining us. Please stay positive through these hard times, and if there's someone you want to hear from or like to hear me talk to here at Fireside Chats at the Home Theater, just email me, Beth at DLCCC, and I will try to talk to them. But stay positive and stay healthy, and we'll see you again.